Welcome to the Happy Workaholic Podcast. I'm your host, Kellyanne Gorman. Over the past 20 years, I've worked in beauty, luxury, corporate, and service-driven industries. I created the opportunity in these careers and in my own businesses that allowed me to travel the world, experience once-in-a-lifetime events, and build brands while providing my expertise to clients all around the globe. Life is short, and when you're given a second chance, you better believe I'm going to take it, celebrate it, and share it with you. This show is intended to elevate your mind, upgrade your business, enhance your life, and become part of a positive and uplifting community. If you're ready to take your business and life to that next level you deserve to be at, this is the show for you. Inspiration, motivation, and determination are what got me to where I am today. Tune in every week to hear from myself, other entrepreneurs, professional patients, small business owners, and fellow podcasters who will be featured on the show. I'm here to remind you to work hard, share your story, follow your dreams, and never, ever give up. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe to the Happy Workaholic Podcast. Today's episode starts now. Hello, and welcome back to a brand new show. Today's episode has been recorded specifically for the I Chose This Life series, where I get to share conversations I've had with fellow entrepreneurs. If you are somebody looking to take your business and life to that next level you deserve to be at, or if you're just craving some personal development content, or you just like some great conversations, today's episode is for you. And here comes today's guest. Okay, I'm on. Okay, mic is good to go. Okay, so just so you guys get a little background on me, I'm so excited you're here. I've never done a podcast live like this before, so we're recording for my show now, which I'm going to tell you all about, and then it's going to air on all the channels in a couple of weeks. So first of all, thank you so much for your intro. It's been forever since we saw each other in person. I see you have a beautiful day right now. It's gloomy in San Diego, so you have a really nice day right now. That's nice.
The same here in Vegas, you see?
Every now and then, yeah. So I lived in Vegas for 6 years, I think, and I did have a luxury concierge company called Landed in Luxury, and that's how Claude and I met. Now what I do, I'm based in San Diego. I am an entrepreneur at heart. I'm a business and life coach, but my number one passion is podcasting. So we are right now recording live for the Happy Workaholic Podcast, which is my show where I interview other entrepreneurs, business owners, podcasters, professional patients, healers. I have series. So today we're recording for the I Chose This Life series. And basically I interview other entrepreneurs and we talk about how they got to where they are today, what they have coming up, and it's just so amazing because I've had the best conversations, and I'm so excited, Claude, you're on because we've been wanting to do this for a while. So that's who I am. That's what I do. This show has hit 69 countries as of today. I should be in 70 countries by next week. You can download the Happy Workaholic Podcast on every single platform, on all your apps, so you can listen to the Happy Workaholic Podcast on radio.com, on Pandora, on iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, of course, Google, Stitcher, all the apps. I have a very large audience in France, which is ironically amazing because we're recording with Claude. And when I was in Vegas, I created these luxury experiences for my clients that would come off their private jets, their aircrafts. And I met Claude at the Wynn, and he just had such a great personality, and he really understood the level of service that I was providing for my guests. Everything I do, I pride myself on service, whether it was being a professional makeup artist for years. I did that for about 16 years. I traveled for 10. You just go above and beyond when you have your own business. And so now I want other people that I know and other people that I don't know to come on my show and share their stories specifically for this series, the I Chose This Life series. So that's what we're going to talk about today. That's my background on who I am, what I do, where I live. All the things. So we're going to get right into the recording. So first of all, I want you to share with the listeners how you got into hair.
So I think it's the hair get to me, and me, I'm not getting into hair. I think it's the hair really get into me, very naturally, like no question to ask. It was natural. So I was 15 years old. I'm originally French born. And the system in France is way different that you can find here in America. So after middle school for you guys, just after middle school, the equivalent of middle school, I was able to right away join a hairstyling school. So no high school, nothing, but I went directly to learn my job. I was just 15 years old. So in a private school, high intensity training, artistic technique, and business. It's a school lasts 4 years. It's a 48 months training. So the 24 first month is based more on technique, artistic craft, like styling. You know what I mean? And from month 25 to the end of the cycle at the school is more business, entrepreneurship, and stuff like that. So extremely great training class. So I start in September 1995. So it's this year is my 25th anniversary into the industry already. I'm feeling extremely young still, but starting very young into the hair industry.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Now, I want you to share the story now of how, when you were in France, the clientele that you had, and how you got to Vegas.
Yeah. So I was in my hometown city, where I got an opportunity to go work for a winter season on the ski resort called Courchevel. It's a very high-end place. It's only 5-star hotel. It's very high altitude. One of the most beautiful ski resorts in the world. Very high-end. Very, very high-end, And I started there as hairdresser assistant in the salons over there. It's the number one salon over there. And after the winter, everything's closed. It's just ski resorts. So Courchevel is open from December to April. Then everything closed to the next winter. So I had to find another job. I had to find another things to do. And all my friends and everybody in Courchevel is well connected with a summer resort called Saint-Tropez, extremely high-end as well. And this is where I started Saint-Tropez right in 2000. That was in 2000. And I just keep doing that for 13 years. So every winter from December to April, I was in Courchevel, taking care of a luxury clientele on the ski resorts. And every summer, the rest of the years, I was in Saint-Tropez, summer resort, luxury. And the clients was the same and all connected. Mm-hmm. So this is how the thing happened, So 6 months on the beach and 6 months on the ski resort, and working 7 days a week, around the clock almost, because this is how I get my clientele. So every night, when you can be sure that the salon was closing, I was going in party in every club, every restaurant, meeting people, giving cards, creating the network. That time, back in 2000, Instagram, Facebook, all social media was not existing. So the social media was done by yourself with a business card, And this is how the thing happened. In 2005, I got the opportunity to open my first hair salons, my own salons, to stop to work for other salons for owner and be my own entrepreneur owner in Courchevel. So that's went super good. And right away, as soon as I'm open, like 2 months later, I got an opportunity for a salon in Saint-Tropez. So that was great. That was great. And so this is what I start to do, the same concept, 6 months winter, 6 months summer, but I started to do it for myself. So everything was working super great. Celebrity clientele, stars, very high-end people. And into this clientele, I had to meet several executives at Wynn and the owner of the Wynn at the time, and every summer they're coming and was pleased by the quality of the services that I was giving to the clients of my salons. And they proposed me in 2012 if I was willing to become their partnership here in Vegas at the Wynn. And they give me a challenge, 2 space to take over from 100% takeover, 1,000% takeover on everything. We close, shut down the salons. We redo everything, training the team, marketing, every aspect.
So much.
It was great. I think we did over there a salon that we never can be done again. 5-star Forbes every year. Lot of awards. Best salon, best colorist, best hairdresser. Everything was great. That was until 2018. So then I make a step back because was very tired, pretty intense, and I decided to step back. And it took me a year and a half to work, make some pop-up salon in LA for the Oscar, the Golden Globes, have my own clientele, thinking about the next step. And right now the next step is here. So as soon as the crisis is done, the new signature Claude Baruk salon will be great. And so far it's planned to be even bigger than what we done over there, because I always been a man of challenge. Always been a man of challenge. So I was great in my own city when I was teenager, and I decided when I get an opportunity to go to Courchevel to take the challenge. I was hairstylist assistant, and then I opened my own salons there. I take a challenge. It was a challenge for me. And when the wind proposed me to come and move to America, and it was a challenge for me. So I did, and I succeeded this challenge, and that's it. And I decided to do another challenge right now. So it took me a while for me to think about, when you put high standards, and you just want to have a challenge. That's it. And so it took me a couple of months, and it was extremely beneficial. I was able to take care about my daughters and move around. I've been to New York, to LA, inspired about many things I was seeing. And I come back with a new ideas, and you're going to be able to see it.
I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
It's coming.
It's going to be amazing. And the one thing, as a business owner and an entrepreneur, I feel like you need to take those challenges so that you can become a better business owner. When you don't take those challenges, you're always sitting at the same level. So when you go above and beyond in service, when you do take a big step, you didn't move to Vegas by yourself. You had to move the whole family. So that was also another challenge. And then also, it's so funny because when you get to a certain caliber of clients, they expect a certain level of service. So you and I have kind of been in the same caliber of clientele, and they do go to the same spots all year. They're a little community. So they're in Vail, they're in where you were, in Saint-Tropez, and all seasons. It's like they formed their own community and they all talk, which is another reason why I always tell everybody, you have to go above and beyond with your clients, because they're all friends when you get to a certain level. And, both of us pride ourselves in that. And that's why I loved working with you, because I sent so many clients into that salon and everything was done within an email and a 2-minute response. It's all taken care of. It's all taken care of. I could actually sit back and relax, and that was very hard for me to do, but I knew that they would be taken care of when they went to your salon. That salon, you also did so many different things where I cannot wait to see your new one, because you were doing nightclub things, you were doing private parties, and so I can only imagine what you have up your sleeve right now, so I'm so excited. But when you were at the Win, did you interview everybody yourself, or did Win have to come in? Did you hand select?
No. So that was the thing. So when I came to the Win, so that was part of the deal with the company. I make an audit for the two, three first month I've been there. I didn't manage anything. I didn't do anything. I was there shaking hands to everybody, see how everybody was working, and I make one-on-one meetings with every single employee who was there at the time. It was about 60 employees over there at that time, both salons combined, one at Win, one at Encore. This is what I did, I meet with every single employee, and I didn't take any control of the salon until the month 3, because I want to see how everybody was naturally, and you need to let the natural go. When a new owner coming, everybody is beautiful. Everybody will be perfect for a week or two, but then let the natural come back. And then on top of it, I had to see every detail of the salon. every detail. What's happened, the check-in, the check-out, the break room employee, the shampoo, how we do shampoo, how we do sales, how we do marketing, all those kind of things I need to see point by point for month and month and month and month. And then this is what was the plan. So I say, that was a deal with the win. So let me 2 months to make an audit and let me another month to get a strategy. So that was that was a very good moment of my career, because after like 2 months and a half, I had to go and meet the highest executive and the owner of the win with a plan. So just for you to reconfigure the situation, I came from nowhere. Nobody knew me here before I came, and the win brought me here.
You show up.
The owner and say, it's him. The salon was a regular salon, nothing special. And people say, young guy coming from France. So, and I was barely, now I can't speak English, but I guarantee you 6-7 years ago, my English was not like that, you know what I mean? And I had to be sit in the big conference room with highest executive of Wall Street company.
Oh my God.
People are killers, okay? Businessmen and killers. You know what I mean? So it was, and I guaranteed you at that time, after about 5 minutes, I had a big plan, 60-page. It was PowerPoint presentation, 60-page, point by point. Everything how is the salon right now, and how we're going to change, how much we're going to spend, how much money we're going to have in return, and goal by goal, years by years. After about 10 minutes, Mr. Win was the owner at the time. Take a cigar like this. Take a cigar, light up the cigar, call his design team, and say, tomorrow we start. Tomorrow we start the renovation of the salon. It was amazing. It was a great experience for me.
That's incredible.
I blown away the whole table, all those people. I was like 34 years old. I was managing a salon, about 10 people in France, and I get a salon with 60, 70, partner with a Wall Street company, Las Vegas, casino industry that I don't know. I don't have any idea about what is the casino industry at the time. I never been to Vegas. The only thing that I knew about Vegas was Ocean 11, the movie.
Yeah.
That was my only knowledge in Vegas, when I get there at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a great experience, though. And from there, we spent an envelope about $4 to $5 million to renovate everything.
And it was beautiful.
It was 2 salons, 6,000 square feet on Win, 8,000 square feet at Encore, and carte blanche, and it's been a huge tremendous success. You know what I mean? So the clients was all about pampering the clients, of course.
Of course.
Like an experience like nobody has seen in Vegas in the hair industry before, and of course create a team. So I kind of had the whole team stay with me, and I've been able to hire new people as well who's been and spread a culture of the services, the guest services, and we spread this culture was pretty great,
I love that. And I think that when you first got to the Win and you took that time to really research and investigate and see the systems in place, that really helped you with creating the plan that you then presented. A lot of times business owners just rush into something. But something I always talk about is you have to do your research. I mean, when I met you in Vegas, I was researching everything I was pitching every single hotel on the Strip, going on LinkedIn, figuring out who the director of marketing was, because I wanted to create an experience with them that no one else had to offer. And that's why I'm so good at pitching, because I've done it so many times and so many people said, no. And I'm like, you don't understand. My clients will pay there's no limit on price. Let's just figure it out. And then at the end of the day, I think I had 32 different experiences, yours included. And then I remember the experience I had with you. We had the bachelorette parties, and then we did the shaving experience, and that was new, and that I loved. Can't leave the men out.
So listen, my investigation program starts 6 months before I moved to the United States. When I have been invited, to the Win, first time just to meet and see, I've been the tour of every other salons in town. I have been in every other hotel, main competitor hotel, all the other big group that you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I spy their salon. We make blow dry and stuff over there. And I wasn't really exciting because what I was seeing from my competitor at the time was not impressing me. Was good, pretty good, but I come with something. So we had DJ in the salons. We have live concert. I'm the only salon in the world who have been able to host the Gypsy King, the real group, a real Grammy Awards winner group. The Gypsy King has made a private concert for my clients. We had the DJs coming. We had so much stars coming to the salons. So it was turned into more entertaining space and not hair salons. You came there because always something was happening there. You was able to see many stars. You was able to come and just sit next to Janet Jackson and have Beyonce's doing her pedicure, have John Travolta doing his haircuts or other things like that. Many,
I just love that you create an experience, and that's what I do with my show. That's what I do with all my programs that I create. I always want to create an experience. So, when people are looking for a business coach, they can get coached on all different aspects, right? But I want to create an experience for them. So I'm pulling a lot of the things that I used to do with my luxury concierge and being in luxury travel and bringing that service into my coaching programs. I think it's really important. And whenever I see your Instagram, it's so crazy because we always switched cities, because when I was in LA, you were in Vegas. When you were in LA, I was in Vegas. So you were doing Golden Globes and Grammys hair. I was doing Golden Globes and Grammys makeup the year before. So we always missed each other. But whenever you're there and you're doing hair, you create an experience for these clients. They're coming to you. You always would say, I'm in LA. Everybody would usually already know. And you have the music bumping. Everybody's there. They're excited. They bring their entourage and they're getting their hair done, but they're enjoying an experience. And I think that's so important, especially now, like with life. But if you want a business, create something fun that your clients are excited about. Like I've had some podcast clients, because I have almost 20 podcasts under my belt now, producing shows for my clients. And some of them sometimes aren't excited about it. I'm like, I can't even work with you if you're not excited. Like, why should I be more excited than you? I want to make everything so fun and enjoyable. So I love that you do that. Whenever you are in LA and you're with a client and you Instagram it, like the music's going, you're in your zone, you're like loving life. And I think that's just so important. And I just love seeing that. I think that we need to see more of that. So I want to get into everyone being in quarantine with their hair. I know that you were offering tips for roots. Okay, do you see? I don't know if you can see my roots, but I actually did my hair.
You see my live from yesterday. We did a live for the Roots Touch.
Yeah, with your daughter.
Great success. It was a great success. By the way, I'm going to host a live every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Oh, perfect. I'll share it.
And I want to share beauty tips and a lot of things with some of my, I get this chance all around my career through France and America to meet wonderful women, wonderful top models, actress, celebrity, whatever, journalist, whatever, and every week you're going to have on the Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time, you're going to have the opportunity to have a talk me with my clients. So, and some of my dear friends, because most part of them really become my friends. And we're going to talk about lifestyle. We're going to talk about hair, about skin, about beauty tips, what to do during this quarantine to maintain shape and beautiful. What about the actuality for some of them? So it's going to be pretty it's about experience, and I wanted
That's
to share that.
so exciting,
and,
yeah.
Be able to entertain my people and people who follow me with some of my dear friends that I have the pleasure to stay all the time. Yeah.
I mean, I guess that is
always about a great experience.
Exactly, and I think that it's just so important to do more things like this now because everybody's stuck at home and now we're kind of going a little bit crazy. Like we knew we were going to be on lockdown for like a month, but now it's like over a month. We need more creativity. We need more, just people online. Everybody's watched everything on Netflix already. Like we're just sick of like binging movies and binging Netflix. Like we need human interaction. That's why I was so excited. I'm like, I've never done an Instagram live and recorded it right here. But I'm like, I'm so excited. I've never done, like, why not? Why aren't I doing this? And by the way, I'm recording on a brand new iPhone right now, so I'm even more excited. First time.
Oh, I got a little guess.
I want to jump in that pool. So when do you think?
No, what I'm telling you, yes, it's the experience that you create in any kind of business is the most important because this is what I always say to my team when I was training them. At the end of the day, I talk for my industry, but the same for others. At the end of the day, we are all selling haircuts and blow dry and hair colors, and you can find good artists everywhere in every salon. But what makes your business in your own industry different is about the experience and the atmosphere you had, that you saw, that you live, that you have lived when you came with your guests, when you came for some experience that we had at Win. It was exactly the same experience for my guests. In my salons in Saint-Tropez or in Courchevel. The only difference was the size of the salons. The salons at Win was 8,000 square feet. The ones that I had in France, because everything is more small, was more about 800 square feet or 1,000 square feet when you get chance. But at the end of the day, the experience was the same always since the beginning. So I always make some video clip, fun and stuff, and you always saw music, champagne, DJ, entertainment, clients dancing, good atmosphere into my salons, wherever it was. Wherever it was. Could be in Saint-Tropez, in Courchevel, and in Vegas. The thing that I really love in my background is that I born in south of France, and I grew business in Courchevel in Saint-Tropez, where Saint-Tropez is really this place, this little village in the world, where I would say the world's party has been created.
Oh, absolutely.
Since the 80s, 90s, and with a huge American crowd. The US crowd over there, clientele is the number one clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the 4th of July party, the biggest 4th of July party ever been made in the whole world, United States included, was in Saint-Tropez.
That's crazy.
That's for sure. I guarantee you, the 4th of July in Saint-Tropez, you had all the stars, all Hollywood was there. It was the biggest party, the city, the village, all around was American, and we had this culture over there to grow and to create experience around music, champagne, atmosphere, socialize and stuff. And this is what is in my background, is in my DNA. And this is what I always put into my salons when I open. It's going to be very challenging for me right now because when we're going to reopen with this distancing, with the social distancing, of course, it's going to be a tough time, but down the road, I really hope that the normal life will be back again, and we're going to be able to use the full potential of my concept.
It will definitely happen, and I'm so excited for that to happen. When do you think now that you would be opening? Fall?
To be honest, I'm waiting right now about what the governor in Vegas is going to say.
If you can even go work on it.
He's going to hold a press conference today or tomorrow, and we will see what's going on. I saw yesterday what's going on in California. That's a full stage. The governor, I do believe that the governor here in Vegas, in Nevada, does many things that very close about what is made in in California. So, and in California, the hair salon was opening in stage 3. they're actually only in stage 1. So that was a bit concerning because that's mean, I don't know, it's just a guessing, but if we're at stage 1 here at beginning of May, I think stage 3 is not before July to be,
Yeah. I heard yesterday the hotels are going to open June 1st. I think I heard that. I don't know. Yeah, with here, they just opened the beaches, but not all beaches, and you are not allowed to sit down. The lifeguards are on a megaphone. You have to keep walking, and you have to stay social distance. I went to work out at the beach. I was so excited it finally opened. Put my feet in the water, everything. I went to the wrong beach because I have 2. They only open 1.
The thing is not really when we are going to open. That's not the main question or concern for me. The main question is how are we going to open? What's going to be the restriction?
Yeah.
So you are telling me right now the beach is in the hotel. You're not going to be able to sit. So what you're going to do? Just walk into the pool. It's 100 degrees outside. It's not possible. You know what I mean? So the experience will be hurt. So I did my own. I work on my own safety plan for the salon. So I think and I redesigned a full experience, for to protect the worker, my team, protect of course the guests, but it's an experience extremely different about what we ever knew before. But we don't have choice. And me, I want to open as soon as possible that the authority going to allow me to open. I don't know when it's going to be, but hoping very soon, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But me, I know that in my salons, as I'm always working to the very high ends and luxury, I always work with clean industry, clean salons. But this time we go way far and beyond about what we have been done before, what has been done before. But it's very important. So just wait right now, and hoping is not going to be too long.
Yeah. Now we're all.
I miss my results.
I know we're all at the waiting point now, but you're taking it to another level now by doing these series. I'm so excited. So I will put all of that information in the show notes so you guys can go follow Claude. You go watch his series every week and see who's coming on next. Beauty tips, skincare, hair. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to get my hair done again. I've been using purple shampoo and now it's...
Yeah, very impressionant because it's going to be a new experience, It's going to be at the fashion show mall, just right in the middle of the street, and everything is ready. Everything is ready, and just need to push the button, and we're gonna have fun again. But we have to wait right now. There's nothing. Safety, health, and safety is the key right now. And then we're gonna have all of time. I'm confident for United States, but I'm confident for Vegas to be able to have a bounce back and a great bounce back. It's going to take a while. You have to be smart and patient as much we can. But I cannot imagine that Vegas will not be Vegas anymore. So, and I know from the inside of the hotel industry, all those big companies, for safety and have idea to bounce back, they know what to do. So I trust in those companies to make Vegas shine again.
Now, let me ask you one more question. What made you choose the Fashion Show Mall? Were you scoping out other properties?
Why did I choose the Fashion Show Mall?
I mean, it's an excellent location, but were you looking at other properties and other buildings? And then you chose on the obviously prime ideal location on the Strip.
Yeah, but it's a great, as you say, it's a prime location. And I mean, I have talked with many others here, and I have a lot of talk in LA as well. As I told you earlier, I take this time off that I had, to when I was working in LA and making all those pop-up salons. Take me a while to rethink the industry before the coronavirus coming, because by now we need to really rethink the business.
Oh, yeah.
But, it was for me, as I say, it was a challenge, new challenge. And many things come up. in my mind. I got a couple of opportunities. I have a couple of last years in LA, in New York as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got a couple of opportunities in LA, Vegas as well. Always something that, and I get time. And I get this opportunity right in the beginning of January in the fashion show mall, and I thought it was great. Thought it was a great opportunity, great potential. Of course, right now. Life is very different. Today, the world is different about what it was in January or in February. But I love Vegas. I love America, and I signed the salon just a week before the lockdown. I knew it,
wow.
but I say I don't care. I believe in it, and I will gonna make it good anyway. So, but why the fashion show? Well, I think it's a great, as you say, it's a prime location.
So good. Where are you?
And to be honest, it's good to be out of the hotel as well, to see how the world is as well. And and I have been for 5 years into a big corporation like that, and I wanted to get back. I want to go back to the roots.
Yeah.
To my roots.
No corporation.
Maybe stop to compromise, So stop to compromise and make too much compromise, you know what I mean? And be able to be by my own, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So So this is why the fashion show mall I realized was a great spot for that.
I love it. And you guys, as I mentioned, all of Claude's notes will be, all of his links will be in the show notes, so you guys can go ahead and catch him on his new series and then stay in touch with the salon opening and everything he has going on. You have to follow his Instagram. He's so inspiring. Claude, thank you so much for your time. Next time in Vegas, we need to meet up 6 feet away, whatever it is. We'll figure it out.
Let's make some very good experience again. Yes, of course. As soon as I'm going to be back to LA again at the Viceroy L'Hermitage, because I'm still very working closely with them. So
good. Okay.
I'm going to keep continuing to do, even with the opening here in Vegas, I'm going to keep continuing to do some pop-up in LA down the road. So you're going to be aware. Just stay tuned on my Instagram page, and we're going to keep together. So see you in LA when I'm there, or when you're back to Vegas, please.
Yes.
You're going to have time, and you will see the salon should be very nice too. So we're going to make another good thing. So I'm very excited. Thank you so much for the invitation, Katie. It's always a pleasure to
Thank you.
Speak with you.
I know, absolutely. Enjoy your sunny day. Your time is so valuable, and I really appreciate you carving out a little piece of your day to listen to today's episode. If you liked this one, please share it with someone who you feel needs to hear this message. And don't forget to tag me at The Happy Workaholic on Facebook and Instagram so I can feature you on my stories. Listening on Apple Podcasts? I would love it if you would leave me a review on today's show. Your input means so much and also helps me create more of the content you'll love. Want to continue today's conversation? You can join us in the Happy Workaholic Network Facebook group. Simply answer the questions and you're in. For more information on myself and to get the latest in business, LinkedIn, organizing, and podcasting news, sign up to receive my weekly newsletter at thehappyworkaholic.com. I hope that your day continues to be happy, healthy, positive, and productive, and I'll talk to you again soon.